Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is TBR Schmitt and this is my wife Samantha.
Hello.
And today we're watching episode 4 of The Last of Us. What'd you think of the last episode of The Last of Us?
Last episode of The Last of Us was good. It felt very much like a setup.
Yeah.
And I think I think we're about to pop off in Seattle.
Yeah, I think we'll have a little bit of a payoff for the slower setup episode. First 2 episodes, crazy pace, crazy developments. So it makes sense to kind of calm down for a little bit, but still the story progressed rapidly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, something that I thought would take like multiple episodes, we literally just like showed up at Seattle.
Yeah, a little mini time jump.
Yeah, so it was great. All the comments to like talk about how much distance a horse could travel in a day or how long the journey could be. All that stuff was super interesting. But yeah, definitely jumping, which I guess makes sense because season 1 was only 8 episodes and season 2, I think, is only 7 episodes.
Oh.
So it's like, it's even shorter. So, I mean, after this episode, we're more than halfway done with the whole season, which feels weird.
Yeah. Oh.
I don't know. It's so weird that television, you know, like we used to get like 20
the television,
the TV back in my day, you used to get like 20 episodes of a show every year.
Yeah.
Now you get 7 episodes every like 3 years.
Yeah.
The production value obviously is way different, but still, it's crazy to think that we're going to be more than halfway done.
Yeah. Yeah. Just thinking about like watching The Sopranos. Those were like.
Well, I mean,
those were like 13.
Well, yeah, I guess was it 13 or 10? No, I think it was like 13.
Or maybe it was just last season. Okay, bad example.
Well, I mean, 13 is almost twice as long as this.
Yeah.
Anyways, I want more good TV faster.
I know. I would like it faster, for sure.
But anyways, we went on a crazy tangent. Season's been good so far, and I'm excited to see the, I guess, adventures in Seattle.
Yeah, me too.
So if you'd like to see the full-length reaction for this, as well as everything else that we've reacted to, the link to our Patreon is in the description. If you would like to interact with us on our Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, all those links are in the description as well. And with that, let's get into the episode. Josh?
One of the voters turns back to look at me like, are you gonna tell him? And I look back at him like, fuck no. Well, actually, the word disseminate means, and boom! Greenberg slams his fucking head against the wall.
Jeez. Josh?
The citizens, why do you call them voters?
Because that's what we fucking call them. Who cares?
Took away their right to vote, and somebody started calling them voters to mock them.
Okay. Not seeming like a great organization. Is it just a bus? Uh-oh. Are these voters?
How many?
A lot.
Could be WLF, lock and load.
No.
Oh, this is not WLF.
No, they're Fedra.
If we go out there and force this, will end up the way it always does. Because you're all Greenberg.
I just assumed they were wearing whatever gear they had, but they were still WLF, but I guess not.
You. Come with me. Learn something.
Those eyes. Like, holy crap. Okay, so we have Fedra, we have WLF, and we have Scar. Oh! I know her.
Dude.
You Hammerhand.
Isaac Hammerhand? Oh, what the? Oh, he just wrecked that whole group of guys.
Welcome to the fight.
Holy crap.
Now make your choice.
Not a choice.
And what are we choosing between?
WLF or death.
Okay. Way more characters at play.
Yes.
Megan. Right? Isn't that what they would say? Drake and Josh? Megan. Came in with a grenade.
Ooh, you reckon a yeast infection?
Are they fully in the city?
I think they're deep in Seattle.
Yeah, I'm done. There's nothing else back here. Hey, I'm gonna pee. Give me a minute.
Oh. Okay, well, you were right about it being back in time, but day one is right now.
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah. All right, hit it. People to kill.
What did she find? She's like very shaken up.
What's up with all the rainbows?
What do they have pride in? Oh, that's an old body though. Vedra.
I've never seen a tank this close.
Dang. I feel like you're not going to find much in a city. Like everything's probably already been searched through and stripped.
Yeah.
All these bodies are in Frederick gear. Almost looks like they were fighting each other.
Good eye.
That was loud? I mean, it's not like you're talking quietly, but still.
That was very loud.
What is it?
3 burnt skeletons, like Apollo 1. Grissom, White, Chaffee, early astronauts.
More grenades.
Maybe.
Oh, looky here.
Fuck yeah, let's go.
You sure about that? If you paint a sign big enough to be seen from miles away, that means you want people to know that you're there. And
They're on a hill, so they'll see us coming.
Yes.
So we wait until dark and we head out on foot.
And right here is the perfect place to hole up because, well, no one's around, which you proved brilliantly with your tank hatch maneuver.
That's true.
All right, let's look for a door we can fit Trimmer through.
Already found that.
It's going to be a Starbucks. She ever get those fresh guitar strings? Just because we can make noise, I don't know if we should be.
Yeah.
Perfect. Like brand new.
Little silicone.
Yeah, taking all the moisture. What a stage.
Right?
Day's another day to find you shine.
Come on.
Be gone in a day or two.
That was great.
That was nice.
Brought her to tears.
You've gotten pretty good. He taught you well.
He did.
Come on, I'll make us beef jerky.
Yeah, what a moment. I'm glad it was as long as it was, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, Isaac is still around. He's got gas.
I was kind of shy. I didn't know how to talk to women. What I would do is cook for them. And I was good.
Sounds like someone's chained up, right?
Yeah, I'm like, is he about to torture somebody?
Because he's not cooking anything.
Sonoma, it's a cookware store. You wouldn't know.
So a young person.
A copper's a bit of a pain in the ass. You have to polish it a lot, but it heats faster than anything. Highly conductive.
Yeah, we're about to mess someone up.
The way cast iron does, which of the two makes copper the inferior choice for interrogations, but
Okay.
if you own Moviel,
Whoa!
you use Moviel.
Oh, it's a scarred up person.
The steel handles stay cool. Little touches.
Where are we putting this pan? Jesus.
Where are the scars attacking next?
Okay, so the scars are attacking. Better the hand than somewhere else.
She watches over me, she fills my soul, she watches.
Oh my god, that looks real bad.
She fills your soul. You put an arrow in a little boy's head. She filling your soul then? She tell you to kill children?
You broke the truth.
Because you broke the truce. Because you broke it, because we broke it. I'm not playing your little chicken and egg games today, Scar. Where is the next attack?
Damn.
You're gonna lose.
Are we? We have automatic weapons and hospitals, and you lunatics have bolt-action rifles, bows and arrows, and superstition.
I don't know, Fedra lost, and they had quite a bit.
Every day a wolf leaves you to become terrified. And none of us ever leave to become a wolf.
Oh shit.
Long game.
I will burn every part of you. You tell me what I want to know!
Oh.
He's like, here's my next part.
Oh.
Wow.
Is that the
Scott
kid?
got what he deserved.
Yeah.
Fucking animal.
The kid from 11 years ago.
Yeah.
Second floor.
Fresh blood.
So somebody hopped onto the shed, climbed the downspout, broke the window, and got cut on the way in. Well, I guess that's our way in too.
And if we run into wolves that weren't in Jackson?
Agreed.
Okay, we're on the same page here. Learned a lot, though, about the wolves and the scars, the dynamic of everything that's going on.
Yeah. Thing is so freaking loud. Arrows.
What the fuck is this?
So scars.
Yeah, that's a lot of arrows.
But we're definitely in the right place.
Like, was that from one scar that just kept annihilating him with arrows? Or is there like a dozen scars in here?
Well, I'm like, is that the guy they took? Like he was just torturing?
Oh, maybe.
They mentioned a kid.
Yeah, I assume like a little kid.
No, yeah, that was not the kid.
Whoa! This is a graphic episode. Is that barbed wire? And they're like spotlights. Man, when we were first introduced to the scars, they seemed like these like helpless people with just hammers getting mowed down. But this is violent as hell. Where's that going? Oh, there's the symbol.
That group we saw in the woods, they did this.
What the fuck is wrong with Seattle?
Yeah, go home. You don't have any of this in Wyoming.
It's the same ones we use. Have she called for backup? Yeah, we gotta get out of here.
Oh, already coming.
Fuck me. Look at this. I don't see Brancaccio or Welsh, but yeah. You. Cut him down.
Shouldn't we secure the station first?
How are they gonna
Get out of this?
Yeah. Ugh, they're gonna try to sneak out.
I don't care if it's a fucking baby. Look what they did. Now fan the fuck out.
Don't fan out just yet. Yeah, this is nervous.
No way. She going up the stairs?
Oh my god, just stay. Is she gonna make a distraction?
Stairs clear.
Fuck. Ellie.
Let's find a hiding spot. Absolutely not.
Yeah, we're gonna have to take this guy out. Whoa! Get him, Ellie. Just choke him out. Get it? She has it. Just... No, fuck.
Oh, that was loud.
Oh. See you later, wolves.
Oh my god, was that stressful?
Oh, they're still high.
At least they're out. They're being chased.
Oh, shit.
This is not good.
Yeah, especially because where the hell are those scars? Jeez.
We can fight, they can't. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
That is tiny as hell.
They're in the transit tunnel. Circle to south entrance.
Yeah, they don't know Seattle at all. Whereas, like, I'm sure these wolves and the scars know everything.
Yeah. Yeah, like, are they not just gonna meet them out the other end? A train?
Yeah.
Okay. You good? Yeah. Is this place gonna fall down on us? I'd rather not find out. Let's go.
Yeah, they need to get back to the horse.
That seems like a lot of people.
Uh-oh. We're calling infected.
You think they're doing that on purpose?
I don't think so. How many infected are in Seattle?
I thought it was supposed to be empty.
Yeah, they thought it was nothing else. That's a bunch of different directions. Okay, we have 4 clickers. 5. Way more than 5. We're all fucked. Oh, shit.
Oh, shit. Go back in that hole. Go back in your little tiny hole.
Oh. All of those wolves are already dead.
Oh, is that a wolf?
No.
I think you just ripped through that.
Oh, so close.
Oh, shit.
Fuck, this is so terrifying.
What? Like, what?
What do we do? I don't know. Clog up the windows with dead bodies?
Up, really? Because I feel like they're up there too, no?
Well, we can't go anywhere else. Dina, go first. You don't need to know why.
Okay.
Oh.
Dina, help. Dina, help.
She can still get ripped apart. Holy shit. Get over. That's not holding.
No.
No. What a block.
Oh shit, but Dina doesn't know, does she?
She's going to find out real soon now.
Oh,
Shoot some of them. Block it up. Clog it.
Maybe there.
Dina doesn't want to go with you.
Come on, we gotta get out of sight.
That was so hardcore.
Yeah.
We can hold up here for now. I'll bar the door.
Dina's like, what's going on?
Okay.
Why did you do that? Why the fuck did you have to do that?
Please listen to me. I'm immune. I can't get infected. Dina, do not fucking shoot me!
Dina.
I get it. I wouldn't believe me either, but I'm gonna walk over there, nice and slow, that big fucking chair, and I'm gonna bandage my arm and I'm gonna go to sleep. If I turn, shoot me, but I promise I'm gonna wake up exactly as I am right now.
Jeez. I would have showed all the other bites. She's got like 3 of them at least.
Yeah, I think she tried to cover him though.
Yeah, she does cut them up. Dina's not going to get an ounce of sleep.
No.
It's just water. Rain fell on my face, that's all.
She woke up so aggressive and violent.
No shaking. I'm gonna stand up now.
Oh, looks rough. But not infected.
Ellie. Yeah, I'm pregnant.
Okay. Was that what she was peeing on earlier?
Oh. She actually did pee.
I mean, she did say she went back to Jason, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That was such a whirlwind of
Yeah, I'm like,
what a night.
You almost freaking just killed Ellie.
Well, I'm sure she made up for it. Dina, you need to get the hell out of Seattle. You cannot be here pregnant.
No.
Wait, no. Warning breath.
And she threw up like immediately in that other room.
I don't know if this is gonna be better. It'll be better.
The beef jerky.
Wow, that's...
I was gonna say there's another one on there.
Yeah.
Is this where you were bitten before?
Multiple times. This arm just gets wrecked.
I thought you were gone, and then all of a sudden, this future I was imagining wasn't gonna happen. Where we're together, and we have a kid, and I don't even know if you want that.
Do you want kids?
I knew how you felt about me.
How? I was hiding it really well.
I told my mother I like boys and I like girls, and she said no. I got stuck. Even after she died, I tried to make things work with Jesse.
Oh, I said Jason, I think. Jesse.
I was scared.
Not everyone's as brave as you.
I'm not brave. I'm just obvious.
This just makes me feel like something terrible is gonna happen to Dina.
Dina needs to get out of Seattle. Like, we need to go back. Shit is crazy in Seattle.
And this is too good. Like, this is too wholesome.
I found a pregnancy test at the pharmacy, and I peed on it.
Pee on it?
That's how it works. I don't just randomly piss on stuff. 2 lines means pregnant.
Those are pretty red.
And here.
She peed a
And
lot.
here's a couple more.
Pretty definitive.
Yeah.
So, we're having a baby. It was Jesse, right? So we're all having a baby. I'm gonna be a dad.
Oh, they took it. Smart.
Bringing wounded to Lake Hill. Tell Nora to get ready.
Falling back. Is this a scar attack?
Sounds like it. They were trying to figure out where the attack was gonna be.
That's Lake Hill, but I don't know where we are anymore.
Okay, we go up high and we look around. Come on.
I mean, they're in like an opera house, right?
Yeah, they were in a theater. Oh, well, there.
See that white building out there? That's Lake Hill.
So they said they're falling back to Lake Hill?
Yeah.
That building surrounded by all that fighting and explosions?
You don't have to go. You can stay here.
Fuck you.
No, I'm not saying it's different now.
Yes, it is.
Will you please just think about it?
Oh, damn.
Together.
I don't like
No,
this.
go back to Seattle and just get Tommy.
Wyoming.
God damn it.
Jackson.
Go back to Wyoming and get Tommy. Oh,
That was
no.
it?
That was fast. All right. That was episode 4 of The Last of Us. What'd you think?
That was a great episode.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that one.
So, beginning of the episode, we get a little bit of a flashback.
Yes, to Isaac and the origins of WLF, it seems like.
Yeah, or at least early.
Yeah.
And his kind of joining of it. So he is part of Fedra, and then he double crosses them and joins WLF, and he takes that kid with him.
Right.
Kills Josh Peck.
Sorry, Josh.
Yeah, so I feel like I want to go back and rewatch that initial story that Josh was telling, because I was like a little bit confused.
Yeah, I totally forgot like Fedra, and like, yeah, Fedra was kind of that government organization that was controlling all of these like little cities.
Yep.
And yeah, people were fighting and rebelling against them pretty much everywhere. They had a lot of their own problems and corruption. So I kind of totally forgot about all of that. I thought this was just like another faction and stuff.
Yeah.
So I was completely wrong in what I was thinking, but you picked up on the fact that we are kind of seeing the origin of WLF and the fall of Fedra.
Yes. Yeah. And, you know, it's so interesting because I think you can draw a lot of parallels for kind of what we're seeing here. You know, obviously going back to episode 2, we have Joel and Ellie's story versus Abby's story.
Yeah.
And, you know, Abby being the villain in the story we're watching versus them being the villain in her story. And now we're going and we see the Scars,
I think.
And we're like, oh my God, like they just killed all of these people and these children and everything. And then you start this episode and it's Isaac torturing this guy because they're going and killing all those people. So it's like, you really have to get out of the mentality of good versus evil, I think, in this show.
Yeah.
I know we've talked about kind of Walking Dead as well, and how it really just comes to like people versus people, and that in this case, the fungi and like all the other stuff, like they're like the outside
noise.
Yeah, which obviously are
very noisy.
Yeah, very noisy, very scary. But it's just the whole time I'm like thinking about the story and just like how things can so quickly just get flipped around.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm making any sense, but
no, you are. I mean, yeah. I mean, we're filling in pieces that we didn't have, and things are kind of presented in a way where it's like, oh my God, that's crazy. And then you see the other side of the story and you're like, holy shit, that's also crazy.
Yeah.
So this was like a very informative episode, and it also caught me off guard with like the violence. I feel like season 1, I can't think of anything. There's so much tragedy and like depression and like loss and stuff.
Yeah.
Even in the first couple of episodes, like Joel's torture scene sucked and was graphic, but you didn't really see a lot of it. I feel like a lot was left for the imagination to a certain degree, but this like nudity to like a very high level and torture, and then like the intestines flayed, like that was like Silence of the Lambs shit, like all those people hung up. So yeah, the graphic intensity of the violence definitely caught me off guard this episode, which is kind of crazy because the whole like show is very mature, but still I was like, this is next level. And I mean, Seattle is no joke. I mean, swarms of infected, catching the wolves off guard. You have wolves like just wanting to kill anything. You have the Scars, extremely violent and wanting to kill everything.
Yeah.
I like that moment with Isaac where he was like, I'm not doing this whole chicken and the egg bullshit. It's like, there's been so much fighting and so much violence that you don't even know who started it. And at this point, who cares? Because we're just killing each other. So let's just keep killing each other.
Well, it sounds like they had a truce. At least they were trying to have one
at some point, because again, like we're going off of Abby's like statements about how she learned to like defend the defenseless and stuff, and then now we're getting the full picture of the Scars. It's like things weren't adding up to them being like these saviors of the world. They just seemed more of the same. But it's just like, who did fuck up this truce? Will we ever know? But I also think it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. I'm with you on that. It does not matter.
Like, we're just killing each other at this point.
We also, I mean, I guess with the whole train station situation, I think that we've really seen that the wolves aren't any farther along in like knowledge of
infected
in the root systems and everything like that. You know, Jackson clearly weren't knowledgeable on it, and then you have now Seattle clearly not knowledgeable on it either.
Yeah.
So for us, like ever since, what was her name? Trish?
Yeah, I think Trish from like episode 2 or whatever.
Yeah. In the first season, like we learned a lot very early, and it's kind of crazy that we're so far along in none of our characters understand.
No, I mean, there's been so many moments of just people getting caught off guard. I mean, with the swarm in Jackson Hole, the swarm here, the whole underground. Like, I remember when they were in that one city, I forgot what city it was, and all of them popped up out of the ground. It kind of saved them in that moment, but that was another thing where they were like, oops, didn't see that coming. So it's like,
yeah, I mean, in the snow right outside Jackson.
Yeah, I mean, we're like 30, at this point, 25, 26 years into the infection.
Oh, are we?
Well, because we had the 20-year jump right away, and that started Joel's story. Remember? He like lost Sarah, and then it jumps forward 20 years.
Yeah.
And then we have the whole Joel and Ellie story, which I assume lasts, some time.
Yeah.
And then we had another 5-year jump. And then we had another like 3-month jump.
Yeah.
So
no,
like,
you're right. Yeah, we're farther along. I guess me seeing that 11 year jump, I was thinking like that was it.
Yeah.
But obviously Fedra was already happening.
Right.
You look at the scenery and everything, like we were in it already at that point.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, like, we're almost 3 decades into dealing with infected, and people are still like, oh fuck, we're in trouble. Like, there's no systematic like defense or like wiping out. There's no strategy, it seems like, to clearing up those routes.
Yeah.
You're just kind of screwed. If you get caught off guard, that's it. You're just toast.
Yeah, and it's interesting because I feel like Dina is like one of the most, I don't want to say knowledgeable, but I like for her to be able to sit there and she can count them. I just always feel like she is very aware of her surroundings. Like she knows what's going on.
She's like the best out of all of them. Yeah, the counting or like the strategy of like where to hold up, how to attack, where do we go, how to, take care of the horse, the map, to be able to kind of figure out understand locations quickly. Like she is unstoppable with her like figuring out and planning type of things. And yeah, I mean, it really does feel like people still are not fully like adapted to this new world.
Yeah.
Because like the wolves, just watching them caught off guard. I mean, there was like what, half a dozen or more?
Yeah.
They lasted 3 seconds.
Yeah, it was very quick. And like, I mean, they're sitting there and they're hearing this and they're not doing anything. They're just like sitting ducks.
Yeah,
like, which direction?
I mean, some of them maybe have never even seen how to deal with like infected. If they think that certain areas are clear or something like that, or I don't know. I think this episode was real crazy because it had like that middle portion was so stressful, so hectic, starting with like the wolves coming in and fanning out and searching and Ellie having to like choke out that guy and then Dina having to kill. They started off killing 2 wolves already down.
Yeah.
Didn't even phase them.
No.
Not even a conversation.
No.
The subway sequence, like that was so crazy and intense. And then I want to highlight, we've already talked about the acting, which was great, but I feel like Dina, I think her real name's like Isabella, I think. That was a great performance, like to go from the terror of like that incident to then like the shift in her emotion when she sees Ellie get bit.
Yeah.
It was very good.
Yeah, no, I mean, she is an incredible actress, for sure. Also highlight that sweet moment in the music store.
Yeah.
With Ellie, it slowed everything down. We're just enjoying the moment and we got to enjoy it with them.
That's a highlight for sure, is that this episode felt so crazy and intense, but we had 2 moments in my opinion that like we really stayed with that moment to get all of the emotion.
Yeah.
Like you said, the music scene, that was spectacular. And then like the love scene.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I didn't know exactly how Dina was going to react to finding out the news of her being immune. Like, are you gonna be mad that you didn't know? Like, it was like I was like on the edge of my seat trying to figure out exactly what she was gonna do, and I just loved that reaction. Like, my brain was not going to pregnant, even though there were signs for sure, and especially with the pharmacy scene, like you picked up on that pretty quick after she reveals it.
Yeah.
Faster than I did. But the entire scene of them together and them getting to imagine like the future and, just kind of releasing it all in this like intimate moment between them. I love it. And then it also makes me so afraid because I feel like we can't have nice things.
I feel like Ellie was like, okay, you don't need to come. But I would have just been like, we need to go back.
That's what I was thinking too. I mean, also in my mind, you got to think about the fact that they're like 19 years old.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Ellie is at least. I don't know how old Dina is, but that's still young. Like your brain is not fully developed. Like that is still really young.
I don't know.
So I just feel like they're, maybe not fully thinking things through, but I'm with you on that. Like I would have hoped that it would have been like, you know what? We'll deal with this later, or maybe the scars will take care of it, or, we have so much to look forward to. Let's try to leave this behind us.
Yeah, and if Ellie can't like let it go, at least just get Dina back home.
Yeah, and then go back with Tommy, or maybe you guys get to revote on, because now you have all this information.
Yeah,
like they've acquired so much information, or you know, even Jesse, or you know, there's like so many options other than looking from that rooftop, seeing what the hell is going on down there, and being like, I'm gonna take my pregnant girlfriend.
Yeah.
Right through that.
Because there was no, like, we quickly realized Seattle is way worse than just Abby and her 4 or 5 friends.
Yeah.
Like, this is, you've already seen dozens of WLF.
Yeah.
None of them are the people you recognize. So that should already give you a clear indication of like how big of a force this is. Then you've already dealt with swarms of infected. And now you also know that the Scars are like psychopathic killers,
yeah,
who are very capable because they wiped out those WLF.
Yeah, which was crazy because we see them with these hammers and the arrows and think like,
yeah, well, those hammers and arrows went to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you said, you're standing on a rooftop looking down at like a war zone. Like you hear so much going on. You see giant explosions. If it was still, they ran into like 1 or 2 wolves, and that was like it, and then maybe like, oh no, a clicker or 2, but like this is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Get Dina out of here.
Yeah. So I'm so afraid because, yeah, I mean, you have this beautiful relationship that's forming between them, which is enough to already make me
scared,
so afraid.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna add a baby and this life, this beautiful life that they want to have with Jesse too, but with the 3 of them raising this baby, like you've made the stakes so high.
The stakes are high, and as far as we know, like Jackson Hole was rebuilding, and there were so many loved ones still there.
Yeah.
Like I could see the desire for revenge still, obviously, and especially because I think it may have been slightly different if Dina wasn't so close with Joel also.
Yeah, no, I mean, they
want Abby's head.
Yeah.
But like, you've learned a lot in one night that this is maybe...
You're in so far over your head.
Yeah. Yeah. We might need a slightly different approach. Or like, let Dina like have her kid and then come back.
Come back to Seattle. Is she still alive?
Abby? Yeah. Yeah. Again, because I like that point too. Like you could see like, oh shit, the WLF, they have their hands full. Like I want to kill Abby myself, but she might just get her intestines ripped out by a Scar, which is great. So yeah, this was one of the first episodes where I really knew almost nothing other than them being in Seattle. And it was shocking and violent and really good.
Yeah, no, it was an incredible episode, as pretty much all of them are for this show. And I was like bummed that it was over when it was over.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited. Obviously, you know, we're having to pace ourselves since they only release 1 a week.
Right.
But we're watching this like a little, like what, 2 days after it came out. So we have less time to wait.
That's true. Less time to wait. But now I'm sad that there's only 3 episodes left.
I don't know. I feel like this is going to be like a cliffhanger.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a cliffhanger season for sure. With only 3 episodes left. I mean, we haven't even encountered anyone from Abby's group. And
well, they heard on the radio, right?
Yeah. Nora or something like that, maybe. One of the girls is at that building.
Yeah.
But yeah, only 3 episodes left. I hope they're very long and as crazy and intense as this one, because this was great.
Yeah, these are not as long as I hoped.
No, first episode was nice and long, but these last 2 episodes I think have been like on average like 50 minutes or something like that.
Yeah, I need longer.
I need like an hour and 15 or something like that. If I'm going to stay up this late to watch something, like it better be nice and long. But this was good.
Yeah.
So if you'd like to see the full-length reaction for this as well as everything else that we've reacted to, the link to our Patreon is in the description. If you would like to interact with us on any other types of social media, all those things in the description as well. And with that, peace everyone.
Bye.
Bye.